Whack a Granny Wednesday. We're out here just doing another gutter job, and gutters are actually pretty bad. He's got some pine trees around here, and so his gutters always get a lot of leaves and pine straw and whatnot. One thing he wanted to make sure that we do is blow down, which we do all the time anyway, but blow down the downspouts, make sure, you know, they blow through, so that way there's nothing clogging in there. I did tell him, and I normally do this on all of my gutter cleaning jobs, if the downspouts do not blow through, then I'm happy to take the water hose and just run some water down to clean it up. We hardly ever have to do that because normally they'll always just blow through, but that is something that I always offer, and I assure my customers that I will do if they don't blow through. So anyway, but you can see they're pretty bad and pretty full. And this is a customer, I clean his gutters twice a year, once in spring, right before the season starts, and then also once in winter, fall, winter. So anyway, that is what we're doing. We've done already a few yards, but I figured this was a good good time to start the video and just show you a little bit what we're doing. We've already knocked out a couple of leaf jobs, and really it's just been leaf jobs, honestly. There's just no more mowing, mulching leaves or whatever. Last night, I was gonna have a video yesterday, ninjas, but last night we were on a big shrub job. We did not finish the shrub job. Weren't supposed to because it's such a big job, but we did a good section up front. I showed it on Instagram a little bit right towards the end, but we will be back probably by this weekend to do another big section, so I will have a video on that for sure. But yeah, that is what we're doing. So we've just been staying busy, which is really important this time of the year. I've said it before, you want to try to stay as busy as you can. You know, just keep going. You want that money flow, you want money to come in, and that is how you'll be able to make this career and business into a year-round thing. And also, if you have a helper, to keep him busy or her, and keep them occupied and also making money. So it's a win-win for everybody. But yeah, you really when you're doing gutters, I want to talk about gutters. When you're doing gutters, I also always blow off the whole roof for them as well. I think I've mentioned this before, but it's a good reminder for all of us. Number one, make sure you are pricing gutter cleaning accordingly. It's very important, just like anything else. When you are having to go up on a roof, luckily this is a walkable roof, and it's a healthy roof, pretty healthy compared to some of them. So, you know, that's always a good thing. But regardless, if you're having to climb up on a roof, make sure you're charging accordingly, just because of the risk factor. Anytime you're on a roof, ninjas, it is super risky, right? You never know what can happen. You could slip, you could fall, many things can happen. So you always want to make sure at least it's worth not only your time, but that safety hazard thing. So that's number one, charge accordingly, right? And so I have a minimum for single-story houses, and I have a minimum for double-story houses. This is a double-story house. So when you're blowing the roof, on one side, the shingles go that way, and on the other side, the shingles go this way. I told Busy Bee, when you're blowing a roof, always blow downward on the shingles. Never blow upward. Why? Well, you don't want to be responsible for having a damaged roof or damaged shingles. And the backpipe blowers are pretty heavy duty, you know, they put out a lot of air, and if you are blowing upward, there's a good chance, especially if there's some shingles that may be a little bit loose over time, old age, whatever. If you lift this, you see, like for example right here, if you lift this, you could rip it apart, you could do all kinds of damage, and you don't want to do that. So really important to remember, if you're getting into offering gutter cleaning, blow downward, so that way you're always blowing that air going down. And that's what Busy Bee just did over here. He was blowing downward on this side. You can see it's pretty cleaned up. And when he's finished over there, he'll come over here and he'll blow downward over here. Never blow upward. Just a little tip, something that I have learned when I got into this business and cleaned a lot of gutters even on my own, and for my own home and my parents' house in the past. It's just a good little tip to be aware. What's up, Busy Bee? How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
Are you having fun up here?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of heights?
No, they don't bother me.
You're not afraid of heights? They don't bother you? As long as it's a walkable, safe roof, right?
As long as it's walkable.
I mean, we've been on some sketchy roofs, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
What happened yesterday?
Tried to walk one yesterday, it didn't work out
Yeah.
too good though.
What did I tell you though yesterday?
It's sketchy.
I said it's sketchy, it's really not walkable, right?
Yeah.
The one area was walkable, but why was it not walkable?
It's mossy.
It's mossy. It's an old roof, and it had a bunch of moss, and even the shingles were just thinned down, right? They don't have that grip. So I told Busy Bee, I said, hey, I have walked it in the past, and it was sketchy as heck, so I just, from there on, have always done it off the ladder. Well, Busy Bee, the ninja that he is, said, whatever, Nick. Nick. Don't give me that, Nick. He goes up the ladder, and I look down on my phone or whatever I was doing. I look up the ladder. Busy Bee, nowhere to be found. Where did he go? And then I hear him up there, and all of a sudden I'm like, dude, you're not gonna do it off the ladder? Hello, Busy Bee. No sound, nothing. All of a sudden I hear like a scraping sound. You know what that scraping sound was, ninjas? It was his butt scraping on the freaking roof. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? He goes, yeah, I'm coming down to the ladder. This is perfect. This is not good. One other thing you need to remember if you're a solo operator and you are up on a roof by yourself. In this case, we're both up on the roof, but many things that are common, like what he's doing right now, it's super easy to blow over your own ladder, especially if you don't have somebody down on the ground. You got to be careful with that. One, obviously, if you blow the ladder down, how are you going to get down? You're going to have to call the customer. They'll have to come out and put the ladder up. How unprofessional, right? But number two, you could also damage something. If the ladder falls over, it could hit a window. It could break a window. So it's really, be really careful when you're blowing around your ladder. All right, and that's it. Pretty easy, pretty simple. But there is a risk factor, like I said, in any time you're doing any kind of gutter cleaning. Good news. The Dark Knight has been sold. It's official. So I got the money. The papa of the young ninja who is purchasing this truck, there was obviously a little trust thing here going on, but he ended up just wire transferring the amount completely into my account, one of my accounts. So that's done. It is official. It's complete. So tomorrow what I'm going to go do is send the bill of sale and the title signed. I'm going to certify mail it, of course, directly to him. He'll probably get it sometime after Christmas, of course. And then I think next week, maybe, whenever they send somebody to pick it up, I'll have it ready. I'll get all my stuff out of there, take my tag off and all that. And then they'll come get it. Of course, I'll record when they come pick it up, whoever the company is that's going to be delivering this truck all the way to Colorado. But congratulations again to the young ninja. His name is Josh. Pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice how that all worked out, isn't it? Pretty rare too, right? I mean, you don't really
don't see that happen much.
You don't see that happen much, especially, you know, I haven't been advertising or anything like that I'm like really trying to sell it. I mean, it was just one of those things that I knew at some point that going into next season 2021, I'm going to either trade it for another truck or I'm going to sell it. But I've mentioned it a few times in videos, but nothing dramatic or crazy. So it's meant to be, I guess. You know, it just happened. But yeah, congrats to Josh, and I look forward to him getting the truck and of course sharing with some pictures and videos as he's using it and putting it to work, and hopefully this will take him to that next level of what he's looking for his business. So I'm excited, and looking forward to seeing all that. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you ninjas an update. I'll try to see if I can record anything else, and we'll get her done for today. You ready?
Yep,
let's go to the next one. We're pretty lucky considering all our leaf jobs, wouldn't you say, Busy Bee? A lot of people have been asking me, how come, you know, you're doing leaf cleanups, leaf jobs, and you don't have a leaf truck or a leaf vacuum? And I do kind of want to look into those in the future, but what have we been doing with leaves so far with all our jobs?
Just pushing them in the woods or mulching them up.
Mulching them up, pushing them into the woods, or pushing them to the road, for example, or maybe in a particular spot where a customer might ask us. But that's all we've been doing. So I don't bag. I don't offer any bagging, at least like, you know, with trash bags and stuff like that. I may offer that service when I start to get a truck and a vacuum, and maybe we can I can offer to haul off and all that. Yeah. But even at that point, I'm thinking then just like I'd still have to make 2 trips, right? If I'm offering haul off, I'd have to come here with the blowers and stuff and make a pile, and then like the following day bring the vacuuming truck and haul it off. So sounds like a hassle, I don't know, but I will be looking into that. But as of right now, that's really all we've been doing, and I consider myself pretty lucky. I know a lot of people don't get that opportunity, or you know, you're forced to bag or anything like that. But perfect example at this yard, ninjas. All we have to do is what do we do at this yard?
Just mulch them up.
No, we don't even mulch that. Come on, what did we do last time?
Blew them to the woods.
Blew them into the woods. We did mulch them a few times, but we were still cutting grass at that time. Right now we're just doing leaves. So all we do is we start with the driveway and back and forth. Of course, we get all this stuff out of the ditch and stuff, but we just push it over here into these woods, and that's what we were instructed to do, and that's what I like. It's simple, easy, quick, and especially when we have a stand-on blower. This Ferris stand-on blower is a game changer, no joke. It really is. This is the first year that I've ever owned one. I have demoed one a while back, and I loved it for the few days that I had it, and that's really what made me purchase it. And I will be looking into getting another one probably end of next summer, beginning of fall. And that's it. Yep. How long do you think we were here?
30 minutes, man.
20, 30 minutes? And if we didn't have this and we just had backpack blowers, what do you think? And if we were doing the same thing?
Probably 4 or 5 hours.
You think so? Yeah, I mean, I don't know about 4 or 5 hours. Come on, man, 2 backpack blowers. But I say at least 2 to 3, you know, to do it right, to clean it up like we did and blow everything off and make it look clean. And it wouldn't probably be 100% like this, because we would still, you know, leave a leaf here and there just because it's not as powerful. And Ninjas, I've already got 45.8 hours on it, and we've already done 1 oil change. Yeah. Hey, remember the last, I don't know, 2-3 videos where I said that it smokes when you go uphill or downhill or on the side too much? Did we figure out what the problem was?
Yeah, we had it overfilled. We
had it overfilled with oil. And how much did we take out? What do you think? A whole little water bottle? A little plastic water bottle?
About
half a quart, basically. Careful. So we had it overfilled, but it wasn't really smoking or anything on startup. It wasn't smoking, you know, on flat ground. It was just noticeable when it was uphill or downhill. So I guess that was the problem. So I'm glad that it was something like that we caught and noticed. And I know a lot of you ninjas have pointed it out in the comments section, so I appreciate that. But I'm glad it's not something like severely like mechanical, you know. There you have it, ninjas. We are done. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it quits. It's already almost 5, well, it's 5 o'clock, 5:12, but by the time we get to another yard or anything, it's just gonna be too dark. So we'll go ahead and conclude the video here. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of the tips with the gutter cleaning. How you been, Busy?
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. You ready for the holidays?
Yeah, I'm ready for them to be over with.
You want to wish the ninjas a Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas, ninjas.
There you go. That's right. Merry Christmas, ninjas, to each and every one of you out there. Of course, to any of you who are celebrating. I know there's a lot of people who may not celebrate that holiday, but so to anybody who does, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are enjoying your time with your families. And what'd you buy me? Did you give me anything?
I don't know yet. You
don't know yet? Look, man, just a gift card, you know, $500, no big deal. You know, if you're real stingy, 100 is fine. If you're, you know, if you feel froggy, 500 is fine too.
Okay.
But hey, it's official, as I said earlier. So goodbye to the Dark Knight. It's official. It's sold. So technically, the truck is still in my possession, but it's not my truck anymore. So I will be this weekend taking all my stuff out of it and taking a tag off and parting ways. Now it's off to hunting for another truck. So I'm already looking around. We'll see what we come across. And of course, ninjas, I'll bring you with me. I'm looking at some 250s, possibly, maybe even some 350s. What do you think about them 350s?
I don't know. I hadn't really seen much of them.
Yeah. What about them 250s?
I like them.
Hey, real quick, not to go too deep into it, but what happened to you the other night?
I got rear-ended the other night.
So Busy Bee got rear-ended. What?
Yep.
So luckily you didn't get hurt, right? Nothing severe.
No.
I mean, a little bruised up, from what you told me, right? A little sore.
It's a little sore.
Busy Bee's getting ready to hit the treadmill. Physical therapy, maybe?
Well, maybe.
Okay, but how bad is the damage on the truck?
The body damage ain't that bad. It tore up a good bit underneath it.
The transmission?
Transmission, rear end, drive shaft.
Okay, is it drivable? Did you get it to where at least it's drivable?
We made it where it's drivable, somewhat.
But you had to take it to a mechanic?
Yeah, I took it to my buddy.
Okay. What about the other guy? How bad was his vehicle?
Took the bumper off of it.
Okay. Were you actually moving, or were you at a complete stop?
Complete stop.
At a red light? What was his deal? License, insurance?
None of it.
Neither.
Nope.
No license, no insurance. So in a case like that, what is your option? Do you go through your insurance? Do you have uninsured motorist protection?
Yeah.
So you're going to go through your insurance?
Yeah, I've already been talking to them about it.
Okay. You got a lawyer?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about your lawyer.
It's pretty good.
He's such a good lawyer, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
By this time tomorrow, yeah, we'll leave it at that. So anyway, we've had a lot of incidences this week that I didn't even mention on Instagram or anything like that. What did we witness the other day too?
And somebody take a mailbox out.
2 of them.
Yeah.
One of them cracked, the other one completely gone. I mean, we were the only ones around, and I was following this guy, and all of a sudden he swerves, and I mean, he hit that mailbox so hard, it flew up in the air, and all the mail went all over the place.
That's all you see flying through there.
So what did we do?
End up following him, and he ended up pulling over.
So we ended up following him. I was like, hey, are you all right? I just witnessed that. And he's like, oh man, I was just what?
Trying to enjoy my cereal.
He said, I was just trying to finish my cereal. He even had a spoon in his hand.
Yeah.
So there's many things you could do with that spoon, of course, right?
Oh yeah.
So who knows? Now, was he acting a little funky?
A little bit.
Okay, he was acting a little weird. But what did we do after we made sure he's all right?
We ended up going down there and giving the person the license plate and all that.
Yeah, so I mean, I wrote down his license plate and stuff, and we drove back around after I made sure he's all right. I didn't know if he was actually planning on coming back to that house or not, because once he hit it, he didn't stop. He actually continued on and turned into the next road. And so when we finished with him, he had Busy Bee call his old lady, right?
Yeah.
4 hours later, she calls you back and says what?
Still ain't found him.
Still can't find him. Where's my husband at? What was the first words that she said to him that you heard? Because he was standing, he used your phone. What is the first thing she asked him?
Are you high or drunk?
Are you high or drunk? And he said, I'm just trying to eat my cereal. So anyway, like I said, he was acting a little weird, but we drove back around. I knocked on the door and I told the lady, she was like, oh my gosh, what happened, you know? And I'm like, hey, I just witnessed the guy. He's down there. I'm not sure if he's gonna come up here or not. I don't know. I didn't tell him to. That's none of my business. But here's his information on the car, and you know, I witnessed he just demolished your mailbox. Yeah. And so she was so thankful that I stopped and appreciative, and she wrote all the stuff down, and then we just left, you know. But I think as we were leaving, he was walking up towards the house. So yeah, you know, we didn't wait for the police or anything like that. We had to go. We were kind of crunching on time. But so we witnessed that. Then Busy Bee gets rear-ended. Same day. Always harder in the rear, sir. Oh yeah. Was it the same day? Well, you got rear-ended the night before, right? And then that following day we witnessed that. So it's just been a crazy week, but a good week as far as work related. And not sure if we're gonna work tomorrow. I don't know, but I do want to say again, Merry Christmas to everybody. And if I do have a video tomorrow, great. If not, then it'll be after Christmas. So thank you guys for tuning in for another one. I hope all you are staying safe out there. We'll see you at the next one.
Saving green.
Peace. Bye, Busy Bee.
Bye, Busy Bee.
Saving green, be the team. Yeah.